the studios of Turnstile Records, join us for another exciting installment of The Escape Pod. In an infinite universe of mindless podcasting, only one will reign supreme. And then there's this one.
The Escape Pod.
Feels so good to be back in the Escape Pods. I'm Jezbot.
I'm Jimmy Taco.
And I'm Kate 2D2 today.
Yes.
Yeah.
New name every
New name.
week.
Mixing it up.
Yep.
Danos came up with some good ones last week.
But they were all too shit to use.
That's right. So, Dan, work on your writing skills,
Thanks,
buddy.
Dan.
I can't wait to see you again in the pod, Dan, very soon.
Can't wait to see Dan on
Danos back
again.
in the Escape Pods. So let's start her off. What do we do usually, Tim?
We usually hit it with the old...
Today on the show, we're going to make pfeffernuss.
Pfeffernuss. It's the Pfeffernuss, which is our housekeeping section. So, Katie, do you want to reel off some, I don't know, addresses
Have you
of
got
some
them?
kind?
Well,
Do you know them?
look, I've been doing a bit on Twitter this week. Been playing around with our Twitter account.
Can you show us how to use it?
What is
Because
Twitter?
I cannot work out what's going on. You say to people, Twitter us at Escape Pods. That's not how it works, is it?
No. So
Why?
you need to Twitter us at Escape Podders, as in PODDERS.
Okay.
And I've been putting up just some links to our Facebook page on Twitter this week, and the podcast app for Apple, because I've still had a few people asking me how
As in
to
the
get
iTunes, the iTunes
yeah,
one?
the
or the
iTunes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So you can have a look on Twitter, and I might Twitter some more photos and things
Definitely.
of tonight.
Yes, I
Yeah.
took a photo tonight and posted it up on the Facebook page. A tin of Bonox.
Very good. From the Steve's episode, no doubt.
Yeah, and these Bonoxes are making me thirsty.
Very salty.
Beef drink. very, very salty.
Beef drink, yeah. Things were different back in the day. Very different.
They were. Is that part of the Pfeffernuss?
Yep.
Okay,
That's just
good,
to remind
good,
you
good.
that things
Right,
were
good,
different.
yeah.
Things are different.
People overseas have different names for things. Sidewalk.
Is what? What is it?
Well, that's a footpath.
Oh, right.
It's weird, isn't it? They also drive on the
Wow.
other side of the road in some places, which
That's
is also
amazing.
Whack.
You
I
really
would
should
say.
go there.
You should, if you're lucky
Where?
enough.
Where should
Definitely
you go?
get. Well,
Yeah.
just anywhere.
Anywhere.
Get on a
Yeah.
plane and go.
Go there.
Yeah.
Just an update. Something I said in the last podcast, and after I said it, I thought to myself, "Is that a thing?" I better fact police myself. Fact. I went and fact my. Very good.
I'm on
It's
it.
back. Welcome to the soundboard.
Yeah.
So I went and facted myself. And
facted yourself.
upwards lightning is actually a thing. So the lightning starts up in the skies and then charges up the ground, I guess, and then the lightning bolt slowed down at 10,000 frames per second, comes from the ground and goes uppity in the sky. Now there's the little picture there, Katie.
That
Can you
looks
see
like
that?
it's coming down at you.
It starts.
What do you reckon?
I would like to perhaps call in a photographer
A
for
triple
some
factor.
evidence.
The
Maybe
photography police?
photography. But that's a still shot.
No, it's running. It's a.
This
it's
is
a GIF.
as seen
It's a
here
Oh,
in
it's a
this
GIF.
undocumented image from Photoshop.
Well, perhaps you might post that on Twitter,
might
and we
do that.
might actually see if we can get some scientific or photographic.
Definitely.
Win yourself
Evidence.
a snow globe.
a snow globe.
Which you'll never
you're
receive.
not gonna get it.
But we do actually have good half does in the Escape Pod shelf
in the
the
bank,
crawl space.
in the
actually,
wank bank.
yes. So that's science, and that's a thing. Upwards lightning.
Okay.
So you're already learning something, people.
Even as far as the Pfeffernuss goes, you're still learning
straight
stuff.
away.
So
So
we
all you
went-
skippers, go for yourselves.
Skipper.
Yeah.
Are you talking about us Aussies?
No, there's people-
Skippity skips.
Well, sometimes, but this one, like the people who skip past all the plugs at the start.
oh yeah.
You know,
Yep.
with your 15-second button on
Yep.
your got your iTunes button.
I've been there, done that. Yep.
Yeah, don't do that.
So what else we got? Where else do we want to tell people to go to? Turnstile Records presents.
The website also, I
yeah.
found out, has links to all the episodes that you can
if
easily
you-
access.
Well, that's
all
what I've
there.
been doing. If you go to www.turnstilerecords.net, I
Yeah.
always put the most current episode up on the first page, so you can just go to
Yes.
that and go click.
One thing I did
I think that
of,
streams off Audio Boom, so that's another.
our
way in.
surnames trap it right.
Well, yours
Turnstiles
is.
Records presents the Escape Pods. So we're only missing like what is it?
A.
An A.
Escape pods.
And then if you rearrange the letters, it's almost an acronym for trappers.
Wow. What did you do today? Did you work? Or did you just sit around?
I sat around smoking crack.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why I'm so happy and up and smiling. You can hear it, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
And that's the Fanfanos.
Good. We're out of that. Oh, should we do a Oh no, we're going to go straight into
The usual game.
The
Usual
wheel.
game. Yeah, how we do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have I got the wheel?
Who's spinning the wheel today?
Yeah.
Can I spin the wheel, or did
the
I
guest
spin
always.
it? Did I spin it last
You're
time?
the
though?
Guest spins the wheel.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
So, do you want to spin that?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
And go.
It's amazing. Good
Go-
spin.
go
It's
now.
good spin. It's good spin. It's spinning. My favorite part of the day.
Oh,
Spinning the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
yeah.
And let me just check the.
What do we get?
See
What
what
color
we
do
got.
we get?
We got a red.
Red.
Nice.
Good.
Red.
Haven't had red for a
and
while.
of course, as we all know, red equals realsies or fakesies.
Does it? I thought that was blue last week. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I don't know the answers to this either, which makes it all the more fun. And it's from a website called
Sorry, what?
ProProfs.com.
What?
Pro-puffs.com.
PROPROFS. ProProfs.
Pro-puffs.
It's like trying to spell Fevenos.
Yeah. Have
Do
you ever
yourselves a
tried
favour.
that?
There's a competition for you, folks at home. Go ahead and
Send
try
us the
to
correct spelling of Fevenos.
And win a snow globe.
or your whacked out spelling. of it.
That's worth a snow
That
globe
is
because
Definitely. Don't cheat though.
because I was looking for samples for our intro, and Jezbot just said, "Oh, just type in Fevenos," and you get people making Fevenos.
Right.
And I did that, and I couldn't.
I
couldn't crack
thought
the
it was
code.
actually a made-up name.
It's not. It's a.
Turns out it's a real thing.
It's a German or a.
It's now
Well,
you're
don't
making
give
it
them
up.
don't give them
Oh,
too
yeah,
many
yeah,
clues
yeah.
because then they'll. You've
course,
already
yeah,
got
Google.
German. Real or fake?
Real or fake?
Real.
Okay, here we go. A child, thanks Tim, is unable to dream about themselves until they are 3 years old. Real or fake? A or B? 50-50, can't go wrong.
About themselves. I'm gonna say.
I'm- I'm gonna say fake.
Ladies
I'm
first.
going to say that they can dream
Well, then,
about
for
themselves.
the sake of the argument, I'll say
Real.
Realsies or fakesies?
Someone's
Real
gonna be
or
right.
fakesies.
So I'll just type A, I guess, and then it'll tell us. Let's
Will
do
it? Or
I
will
hope
it
so.
tell us at the
fucking-
end?
I really, really hope so, Tim, because
Did you not try this
I did.
beforehand?
I thought I did. Now this ad keeps going. Oh my god, the internet.
A little thing called the
The
internet.
internet. Well, I've got to press start, I guess.
The most
We
boring
need to
segment
work
in
on
the
this this segment, I think.
world.
While
Can
you're
we-
doing that, I'm doing panoramic shots.
Oh, you're scanning across.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right,
Can
good.
you play the people who are listening? What is the answer?
Dial in right now. Someone help me, for God's sakes.
You help me.
Well, it looks like. Look, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna work.
All right. Well, then get to another real or fake, and I'll cut this bit out, and we'll go. Okay, real or fake. We'll start from there.
Well, there is another one right here.
Has it got the answer though?
No, it didn't. It wouldn't click on it. It's just got real or fake. Anyway, the buttons must be. I don't know. Look, if you whip your head back and forth, you will lose 20 brain cells per whip.
I am going to say true, based on my parents trying to turn me off heavy metal as a child
So
because of the devil posters.
See, for me, it was the actual heavy metal music that turned me off heavy metal.
music.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
the spandex.
No,
Not
Not
the
frizzy hairs.
not the black marks underneath the
No,
eyes.
I'm
Dudes are
not
pretty much girls.
Not the
No.
frizzy, not the perms.
no, they were.
Not the
yeah.
transsexuals.
The lyrics.
No, I prefer punkers. I think punkers.
Punkers.
Yeah, 70s punks.
Like Punky Brewster.
she
she
was
was
70s.
totally punk.
She was
Punkers.
70s.
Punkers.
So what's the no?
We've only got
I'll
4
say
minutes
false.
to answer this.
Oh,
particular
geez, they're
question.
timing us. Oh,
They
go.
are. They want to see how smart we are.
Okay.
Well, I'll just go.
I'm going
Well,
false.
you'd be wrong, Tim, because you didn't say realsies or fakesies. You said true.
Realsies.
It's realsies. Okay. Well,
Oh.
I'll typed it in. The computer's thinking about it. It's incorrect.
What?
It's
Okay.
not a fact.
No.
It's not a realsies.
Good.
It's
No.
a fakesies.
We thought that.
So you mean that all my my brain cells went a different way?
Mm-hmm.
Continue.
They went down the bottle, Tim. Down the neck of that bottle that you.
Oh,
In the original version
That
of
was
the
successful.
fairy tale Sleeping Beauty.
This is my genre.
Oh,
Okay.
well, let me rephrase that with the comma in
in
inserted.
football,
In the original
this is my era.
version of the fairy tale,
Mm.
Sleeping Beauty was raped by the king and gave birth to a child.
What?
Fact or fiction?
While
Realsies
asleep?
or fakesies?
I'm going to say realsies because the Grimm brothers were messed
Grim.
up.
I'm
It
gonna,
says it in the
I'm
name.
gonna cross
Grimm
my.
Brothers.
I'm gonna cross my fingers and my legs, and I'm gonna hope it's fakesies.
All right, well, let's find out. I've typed in fact because they've
Yeah.
got to give two answers and then we'll
Yeah.
find out. And then
We'll
the
find
computer's thinking it's incorrect.
What?
It's a fake.
It's fakesies.
Oh.
Oh, there is
Okay.
still
But
a
they are
god.
pretty messed up, those fairy tales.
Brothers Grimm. Pretty
So grim.
I
Pretty
think
grim.
Disney's got a few problems
Well, we
tucked
thought-
away.
Well, they were Nazis for a start.
Well, Nazi sympathisers. Let's not.
Oh,
go all the way.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Slow down.
Sorry, my mistake.
So I'll
Sorry.
just fact police you on that one. I believe the correct answer was Nazi sympathiser.
Bing.
Real.
Thanks, Tim. The human brain is a lot
True.
more active.
Sorry.
The human brain is a lot more active throughout the day than the night or at night.
Falsies.
I'm going to say realsies.
Let's find out. Are you at home excited about this answer? It's incorrect. It's,
Yeah, so I'm right. It's falsies.
It's falsies.
Because
Okay.
your brain has automatic functions that it performs without you thinking. So it's
yes.
constantly using the
So
normal
you're
amount.
saying nighttime shutdown time?
Well, no, nighttime is
nighttime's
still going.
uppity.
Your long-term memory and short-term memory are processing themselves into your memory banks and things like
But
that.
you're not firing things like.
Well, you're not dribbling shit like we are now, but yeah,
Okay.
you're still,
Yeah, yeah.
but you're still
Point
highly
taken.
functional.
Okay.
But isn't it true? You only use about 20% of your brain capacity.
Oh, I fact police on that one. I don't think they know enough about the brain to know how much.
To know that
we use.
answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to fact
Yeah.
place the scientists that have spent their entire career studying
Pretty much.
Mm.
the mind.
I am
My
a
mind, your mind.
carpenter / labourer guy.
So you would know. Next
would.
question.
Thank you, Internet. Having brown eyes is actually a mutation. Before the mutation occurred, all humans had blue eyes. What do you reckon? Is it a fact?
So
Or
what
is
is it? What
I'm
colour's the
going-
first eyes?
Blue. That's
Having
it.
brown eyes. It's great.
When we're all 12 years old. anyway.
Again,
Mm.
having brown eyes is actually a
fact.
mutation.
Fact is,
No,
So everyone had brown
I'm
eyes.
saying falsies.
Have you always had a brown eye, Tim?
no, I'm going to say everybody had blue eyes. The Aryans.
Let's find out, shall we? It's incorrect.
Okay, my Nazi sympathising is coming out there. Sorry.
An
We're with
explanation. Oh,
bluesies.
there's an explanation I didn't even read here.
Oh.
Oh God.
Actually, having
I mean,
blue eyes.
hooray!
Actually, having blue eyes is. It says here. This is I'm reading word for word. Actually, having blue eyes is actually a mutation. All humans had brown eyes. Actually,
So
They
The
did
last-
not
the-
say
the-
actually
not
that
at the
many
end.
times.
Not at the
Actually?
end. They said it twice.
they had bad writing.
One sentence, two sentences. 2% of high school couples end up getting married and do not divorce. Fact, realsies or fakesies?
I don't know which way to answer this. to
I'll
be
go
honest.
the opposite.
You'll go the opposite. Look, so what's the 2%?
2%.
I'm just
Oh, this might be in America as well.
Oh, you're talking
so-
about high school
Anyway,
sweetheart.
Let's just go. with the
I'm
world.
still best friends with my high school sweetheart.
It's good.
Shout out to Medicox.
Monica.
Maricaxi.
Um,
Do you want to? So
yeah.
realsies or fakesies?
nah, I'm saying 2%.
2%. 2%.
What's that?
No.
You're
It's,
saying fakesies.
of-
I'm going to say realsies.
It's a realsies. And why would you say, Tim, that it's realsies?
Because I'm going the opposite of whatever Kate
But aren't
goes.
you actually married to your high school
Yeah,
sweetheart
that's why
and you
I
haven't
was
got
like-
divorced yet?
I was thinking,
How do you know? How do you know we're not divorced?
Oh, yeah,
You're
okay.
living a,
Yeah,
a lie.
I just saw it out
Correct.
there. She let me into your house when I arrived.
She's
She's
heating
a
up the
great
dinner.
hostess.
Hell of a
though.
gal. Hell of a gal.
Great hostess.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I reckon
Let's
that's...
let's transition out of that, shall we? With our new transition board. Well, let's go to a new segment.
Yeah, for sure. I reckon we should ditch realsies or fakesies unless we write them ourselves. What do you think?
I think we should do realsies and fakesies about people we know.
Yeah.
Like, have a couple about Dan.
Okay.
No?
Is
Yeah.
Dan
Getting to know
really
you.
good at podcasting? Fakesies.
I was going to
he
go
hates it.
realsies, Dan, if you're listening.
He
Yeah.
hates being talked about when he's not here
Yeah, he
himself. That's why I do it.
God love him.
So, look, it's been coming up.
I thought he
It's
put
been-
it in a stellar
It's been
effort.
coming up, and the first time that we sort of came up with the idea for the next section was in the coffee episode that we did with you, your first episode.
Yeah.
What was in the coffee? The cockroaches.
Yes, I remember.
Does everybody remember that?
Yeah.
Fan favorite. So we kept researching that beyond that stage.
Yes.
Found
With
out
our,
there's
with our team
there's
of
a lot.
researchers,
There's a
yeah?
lot more. It's not just coffee that is
Oh,
made out of
It's all around us.
things. It is all
It's
around us.
horrible.
So I'd like to introduce, and I did some an intro
Do some
sound to this.
research.
Jeez, I hope I press the right button here. Here we go. It's called. What have you been putting in the food, you stupid bitch?
Wow.
And I think we've all got a little something to add to this.
I do.
In some
I've got
way
a
or
little
another.
few. Yep.
I'll start us off. Back in 2010, authorities discovered huge quantities of rice noodles were made with rotten grain and potentially poisonous additives. Specifically, 50 factories in southern China near the city of Dongguan,
Dong.
were in the city of Dong,
Dong.
were manufacturing the tainted noodles. Authorities estimated at the
Taint.
time.
Oh,
Taints?
sorry.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
What did you do? You did and authorities estimated that at the time, up to 1.1 million pounds of noodles were being made every day by these factories before they were shut down. So they're going...
Fake food is what you're saying.
Well, they're going where they were. Once they knew they were making tainted noodles, they kept going
Well, they
until they
needed
reached the
to.
1.1 million mark.
Yeah, they needed to go through all their stock. It's stock rotation. You don't want to leave.
Stock
rotation
rotation
of the
14th
14th
century
century.
was considerably more widespread after.
John.
Correct.
That's a deep, deep cut for our friend over in UK, Matty. That's for you, Matthew.
Okay, so have you got one?
Well, I went a different sort of tact with
All right.
mine.
Well, let's.
Well,
go
I'll
keep-
follow Tim's because
Yeah, you
mine
follow
are
Tim's.
dark and disgusting. Because after we did this coffee thing, I did some research as well and went, what other
I'll be a bit
mess-
closer to that.
how sadistic can I be?
Well, it involves anal glands.
I love it.
From the taint to the anal gland.
Animal skin, hippopotamus and sparrow meat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
okay.
sparrow.
So I'm going to start with the oldest first. About 6,000 BC,
That's a
there
long
is
time
the
ago.
evidence of the oldest soup. So soup as we know it, not pea and ham, but hippopotamus and sparrow meat soup. That
I
was
like it.
Let's
you
get the
know,
biggest and the smallest. Chuck them in there.
combine them together. Yeah.
What's
yeah.
that? What's that small, subtle taste? Sparrow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
because
cool.
this was very, it's very hippo.
Sparrows.
It's heavy on the hippo.
There must have been
I
a
think-
lot of them.
I think if you slow cooked hippo though, I think it'd be all right.
I reckon if you slow cooked anything, you can make it all right. Trust me, I bought some pretty cheap meat. Chuck
Right.
them in the old slow cooker.
Sure, I've heard a story
That's
about
okay.
in America they were going to bring out hippopotami
Mm.
as a new food source.
No.
As-
Yeah,
what,
it was
in
back in
ye-
the day.
ye
and they
olde
went-
days?
Ye olde days,
Ye
like
olde
18
days.
diggities, and they were
Like
trying.
as a delicacy.
No, as a like a cow. You got your cows. You got your goats.
Oh, like
you
as
got
a
your
as like a straight
staple.
up,
Let's
that's a
get
staple
these.
meat.
The
Is that
cows. The cows are the.
So we're doing the
cows are
turtle
rivers.
soup. The turtle soup was popular for a while there, and
Till they killed,
All of
decimated
them?
most of them. Yeah.
this
you
turtle's
happy,
600 years old.
pulling on my
Oh,
collar?
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm pulling on your strings.
So, and then the other thing that I was reading about, because when I was growing up, jelly, what we call it jelly,
love a good bit of aeroplane jelly.
aeroplane jelly.
Yep. I
Derived
had some the other day, actually. What was in it?
Oh, well, gelatin-based products.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. That checks out so far.
Derived from collagen, a protein often collected from animal skin. That's in your Jello. That's why that little girl's so happy on the ad.
I thought, no, that was glue. I thought that,
It's animal hooves.
animal hooves,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
But always
that's
from the same animal?
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
kosher?
no,
No, it's got hooved animals
What do you mean?
in it.
The hooves?
Yeah.
No, I
That's
think
not
it's
kosher.
anything
Is
that
that
goes
a band?
through
Is that an indie band?
the hooves.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
Top 10.
Yep.
Other good one is jelly beans. We all love some jelly beans.
I love jelly beans.
Don't tell me
Please
they
don't
haven't-
ruin
don't tell me they
jelly
haven't got jelly in
beans.
So,
this.
jelly beans have a substance in them called shellac. You might have heard about that from your nails.
Yeah,
well, your
shellac.
boys,
Yeah, you go and
but
get shellacked.
shellac
Yeah.
nails.
I bet I went
Isn't
and
that
got
what
shellacked on
Irish
Saturday
dudes-
night.
Isn't that what Irish dudes call getting drunk?
Yeah.
Getting shellacked.
Yeah.
Well, shellac is actually derived from the secretions of a female Carrea lacca, an insect native to Thailand.
Okay.
Secretions, though.
Wow. So there's someone milking them?
I don't. Well, yeah.
Where are they secreting from?
Well, they specified that it was the female, not the male secretions. So,
Thank God. Imagine that's your job.
and
What do you do for a living? I jerk off beetles.
I secrete.
But I wonder how tiny the insect is. Like,
I'm a boner.
it's like micro
Deboner.
jerkinism.
Yeah, it is a micro-jerkinism. I love it. But maybe not, because I think the bee, here's some more I'm dropping science all over this podcast.
This is just
Face
the
it, man.
sciencey one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bee's, its cock is as half the size of its body. We know that one. That's a common.
A bee?
A bee.
Do you know that honey is made from nectar and bee vomit?
Delicious.
Thanks.
So is that enough? I can
That's
keep
what.
going.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well,
keep
going.
going. Let's go.
I'll go one more.
Yeah.
The castoreum, which is used
The
as
castoreum. That's where you get your bits cut and
Cut.
Well,
cut and
no,
thrown off.
maybe I'm not pronouncing it right.
I don't
but
know either.
Which is used as a vanilla flavouring in candles, baked goods, blah blah blah. Secretion from the anal glands of beavers. Specifically beavers, though, because
There's
they've
a
got
lot
the
of
best.
anal gland business.
Yeah.
Secretion.
This,
That's
we
their story.
can't waste it. What are we going to do with it? We've got buckets of it. I got an idea.
I mean, you can't even go
Jelly
like
beans.
vegan. There's
How
just
did they
no,
find this stuff out? So, it was me and this beaver, right?
Yeah. I felt a need to squeeze. In 2011, a woman bought a pound of pork for dinner, as you do. She forgot to put the leftovers away, as my wife does, and woke up in the middle of the night, as I
Wow.
do, for some water.
Is this a true story?
True story.
Sounds like it's
True.
Right.
True. That's when she noticed that the pork was glowing blue on the table
No.
get some.
because it was dark.
No.
The
No.
analysis by local food safety officials found that the pork was contaminated with phosphorant bacteria.
My favourite.
What? But why?
Made it glow.
But
That's why.
what?
Science, because science.
You know, this is why you should buy a farm. Everyone should move to the country, buy a farm, kill their own animals. They know what's in it.
Yep.
You cannot trust
Hey
anyone.
God, I'm a country girl.
No, but it's true. I've started making my own bread now because I just don't trust what they put in there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Out of the animals that you kill.
No, I haven't tried the
Where-
meeky bait.
Where are you getting your wheat?
My wheat.
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 Just from the supermarket.
Right.
Gotcha.
But it's organic.
You're
What
halfway
about
there. You're
what
halfway
about
there.
using a mixture of
You should.
industrial fabricated ingredients? Some food companies in China were able to sell fake eggs. The
What?
fake egg is made up of gelatin.
Is it an Easter egg?
What was in gelatin again?
Gelatin is a lovely source of animal skin.
Pig
Okay,
ass.
so made up of animal skin, water,
Mm.
and food colouring. The fake shells were made from wax.
Right.
And
people ate these
Well,
and
it's
didn't
leftover
know.
wax.
well, it said when people ate these, it says here, I really hope not too many people ate these. The person that wrote this comment.
Sure. Do you have on your list there the fake rice?
Wait
Fake
a
rice,
minute.
I'm
Have
sure.
Not
I? Yes.
cauliflower
Wait a minute.
rice.
Wait a minute.
Not
In,
cauliflower.
Someone tried to pull that wool over my eyes the other day. I'm like,
What was it?
cauliflower fried rice. I'm like, that's not rice. That's just clearly
It's
cauliflower.
Well, they're trying
yeah.
to fob off some
Yeah.
cauliflower.
Because
is
it's
All right.
better for you
Jeremy,
in
I've got
inverted
it here on
commas.
my internet page.
We're not paperless here at the Escape Pod.
No, we're not.
Not yet.
In 2011, regional media began reporting on a new food scandal happening in a town in Taiwan, in the
Taiwan?
Shanxi province.
Whew, that
Got
was
through it.
Tough.
According to articles at the time, the fake rice was a mixture of potatoes and plastic,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
and it was sold
fair enough.
in the town. And
potatoes not so
an
bad.
an official from the Chinese Restaurant Association confirmed the story and conducted an investigation to find who was making the fake rice.
That's a big setup, isn't it? Like,
It is.
like
It's just,
okay,
well, it's just
we're gonna need a
dissolved.
factory. We're gonna need potatoes. We're gonna need packaging. We're gonna need stuff. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
need
need
to-
something else. Something else.
Yeah, what else do we need to
Gonna
make
need-
rice?
Plastic.
Yeah. Poor
Because you
people
know,
like
I
that, don't
might
they?
have mentioned this before, but Taco Bell in America.
No, don't.
I'm gonna
Fake
No.
rice.
no,
Do it.
No,
Oh, because
don't.
you've been to America
I
and you've had yourself some
love-
Taco Bell.
I love Taco
Bill?
Okay, Taco Bell
Bell.
in
No.
America.
They do a nacho hat, though. A
Um,
nacho
The
hat.
ingredient, they tried to find out what the secret ingredient to the mince Mexican style
In
taco filling
in my
meat
taco hat.
is, and they couldn't work it out for ages and ages, and they got scientists.
Why are they making? How can they make this so cheap?
Why are they doing this? How can they make a taco for
Under
Big
5
cents.
Beavers.
And,
gotta use the rest
it
of
turns
the
out
beaver.
the
They
secret
have to
ingredient,
wank
the-
little beavers.
little beavers are
It's a
What do you
massive
call
setup. Secretions?
secretions. And it turns out that the filler
No.
they were using is sand.
Okay,
I'm
not as
feeling
bad as I thought it was going to
Wow,
be.
where did your mind go? What did you?
I was thinking.
Because you were the look on your
ground-
face was like, oh fuck,
Yeah, because I've eaten it.
Um,
I've had that.
I don't know. I was thinking that
baby's
they would
feet.
grind up, something, like cow gizzards or,
Okay,
something.
that sounds awful.
Now, that's a 4 and 20 meat pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Asses and
like
lips.
Yeah.
pigeon.
Ah, hooves and rectums.
I love some food, and
You hungry right now?
surprisingly,
I'd love
yes.
some food.
I'm just reliving that nacho hat that I had.
How big's the hat?
Well, on
'Cause
me, it's
yeah.
quite large.
Is it made out of chips?
No, it's made out of a nacho.
Do you get it for free if you eat it all? And
No,
under,
but
like,
we
the
did go to a
plastic hat.
place, the Texas steak. You get a free 72-pound steak ounce.
Every time
what's
you
that?
do what?
It was the equivalent of like 8 kilos. This steak you get
It's
it for
70,
free.
It's 72 pounds per 5 seconds of your heart after
Okay,
you've
so what
consumed
do you
it.
get given that, or when you order
so
it?
you order it.
You
You
get
order
it.
this
And they
steak.
give it to you. It's
This
amazing.
is at the Big Texan in where was this? In
Texas.
Dallas.
Ah.
Yep.
In Dallas.
You really must
I think
go.
it was Dallas.
should.
But yeah, it's the really famous one with the big Texas guy out front,
Yep.
and you get this.
Oh, that one.
You get the steak, you get your side of potatoes,
Mm.
you get a salad, you get some bread. You have to eat this whole meal.
Can I ask how the salad was?
Excellent. Blue
Really?
cheese dressing.
I would have imagined at such a place it would be just like, oh, just give them some lettuce.
Salad made
They're
in
not,
tame meat?
you don't make friends with salad. They're not here for the salad.
No.
So,
Well, after
would-
today, I'm going to be a vegetarian. I've decided.
I'm not eating any rice. Tell you that
plastic.
much. I went a different route, or is it
Yeah.
route? I think it's a route.
Right?
Is it data or data?
Is it a gift or
Mimo.
Gaff.
Memo
Is
or
it
memo?
Sepultura or Sepultura?
Is it Metallica or Metallica? That's one of yours, Tim. You really must listen to the old episodes of the podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
So I went.
No, I'm
I
not
went.
going to.
What have you been putting in the food, you stupid bitch? Right?
Yep.
You can press it if you
No,
want.
I won't.
They've heard it once.
Yeah.
And we'll get it at the end.
Okay.
I thought poisons.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
God.
brain went straight to poisonings. And there's like so many different poisonings. There's the ink poisoning. If you go get yourself some
Very
traditional
common.
Your
tattoos.
cyanide if your wife doesn't like you.
Cyanides,
You
yeah.
get poisoned from tattoos?
Yeah, so I ran into a guy when I was traveling overseas. You really must go. I was lucky enough to travel overseas, and he had neck to toe
Right.
in traditional, the old school ink tappity tap tap. You know they do that. It's just like basically they got this
Have
bamboo.
holes in you and then
Is
they
it like a
pour
tribal?
Tribal way of doing
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
And so he was there, and it was a country with not too many regulations, I would say, about hygiene
Borneo.
and safety, salamandery secretions.
Romania.
And he went and got done. He would just work head to toe, let's just do it, let's just get it done while I'm over here. And his body went into toxic shock from all the ink that was in his bloodstream, and he kidney dialysis and almost died.
So you can.
He
Proving
died.
again.
So that's poisoning.
But
That was
how
not-
good does these tattoos look?
Well,
Pretty
I mean,
average. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
subjective, isn't it?
I regret
Tattoos,
getting Betty Boo on my butt
Yeah,
cheek.
that's right.
I
It was,
fully regret
it was the 80s. It was before she dropped the
Oh,
mic.
80s tribes.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so poison.
Poison. So you mentioned glue with the horses. That was wrote a little note.
Yeah.
That was saying.
Yep.
Well, the title of the headline that I went off the internet and got it from. You right there, Tim?
Yep, that's
got
right.
okay. Good, because it looks like I was boring you.
I did yawn, yeah.
Okay. Funny, those eye drops don't look like my nail glue.
Okay.
What?
The day after April Fool's Day this year, I don't know what year this is from. It's from the internet. A 29-year-old woman in England woke up, stumbled into her bathroom looking for some eye drops. She squirted liquid from a small dropper bottle into her eyes and
Oh,
immediately knew something was wrong. According to the reporting by the Telegraph, Paula Griffin had grabbed highly toxic nail glue that binds to skin in seconds.
Nail glue,
I thought you were
the
going to
stuff that
say.
you put the nails on with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you got, how's your nails looking?
Well,
They look
fantastic.
fantastic.
They-
Yeah.
yeah.
Are they your reels? Realsies?
Well,
What is real? Realsies or
well,
fakesies?
I get my beauty advice from Jez Bot's wife.
Yeah.
and
And what does she say?
I am married.
She tells me where to get my nails done, and they're excellent. But let's not go into what's
Let's
in
not
them.
do that.
Quote, I managed to stop it hitting the center of my eye.
Oh, fuck.
And doctors told me later that it saved me from permanent damage.
Permanent damage.
Griffin told the Telegraph. It was agonizing. Quote. This
That
is
was a
also,
quote.
That's a quote. It was burning so much, it was my natural instinct to shut my eye. Griffin sat through 8 hours of having her eye glued shut before a medical team could separate her lids.
You really must try it.
You shouldn't. So don't listen to him, people. So far, she has no permanent damage to her vision and a tale to tell on my podcast. Yet, poison experts said the scenario isn't so uncommon.
I think the moral of this story is go into the bathroom, turn the light on, have a good look before you put anything
Like, if
in
you're
your
gonna
eye.
put something in your eye.
But I think the eye specifically, like the ear.
But when you were a kid, right, did you get,
No.
if you had a couple of scratches on your knee or
Yeah.
what have you, you get some
Benadine?
no, some Mercura cream? Is that what it's called?
I think.
Curio.
Was it a miracle? Is that where you're getting that? Like a miracle?
No, Mercura.
Mercurochrome?
Mercure.
Mercury.
Do you remember it?
Flippity sticks.
We
It's
had
the red
Dettol.
stuff.
We
Dettol.
No,
came,
the red
we
stuff.
came from a
Did you ever
Dettol.
get that red stuff?
Everyone else knows what they're
Do
talking
you know?
I know it's
Is that what's it
It's
called?
mercurochroming.
Mercure cream.
Flippity sticking.
The sticketing.
It's
Yeah.
just that's
And
what it
that
is.
turned out to be incredibly toxic. You
Oh.
should not put that on your body, including open wounds.
So why were you putting it on your body?
Because it
including
was the
open?
80s, man.
Sure.
Everybody did everything.
Sure.
You know the stuff, and your mum would put a smiley face on your knee if you had your greys. You get this little red paint Mercure cream, and
I'm just going to do a shout out to my mum. What the hell, mum?
Shout out, Mum.
Where were my smiley faces?
Why were
I
you
got-
rubbing shit into my
got-
wounds?
Yeah.
What did you do? Fall over? Up you get them?
Yeah, harden up. It's a
Harden up.
country living.
Yeah. Your mum's awesome. Shout out to Mary Travis.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't finished though.
Oh, sorry.
Yet poison experts said this scenario isn't so uncommon. Quote, they'll come in small containers with tiny eyedroppers or spigots at the end that can look like the same kind of eye drops that you find in pharmacies, says this guy, a toxologist professor at the pharmacy.
Yeah, he'll do.
Yeah. Does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't put this shit in your eyes.
That nail glue can bond your eyelids together. What's his advice? Never, ever, ever try to separate those eyelids, he said. Ever.
What? Ever?
We can do it later. Basically what it goes.
Wait. So they left them shut?
I think you come in, you get your surgery done. You let
Get
the
'em cut.
professionals. Don't go.
Oh, don't try to
don't
do it
go
yourself.
around.
Don't try this at home.
No.
Yeah.
Eye surgery should be done by the professionals.
Because you can imagine, like, some mornings you wake up and your eyes are...
Sure, that was in there.
Stuff
That was in
together.
my research after. Well, I was researching. Okay, well, he said
Yeah.
it's not uncommon, so I
So-
went. Okay, well,
How common?
How
How
common?
uncommon?
how uncommon?
I want to put something in here because obviously being boys you don't know this, but being female
Oh
there's
my
a,
God.
there's a
Nice.
level
Oh my God.
This is pretty hot. So
there's a level of like grooming, especially before you're married, because you need to snag a man. That's
Okay,
what-
yeah.
I've let my
your man.
I've let myself go now.
Yeah, Mags,
But I used to get
Is
my
that like something that happens at at your
a B&S ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
That's
you
fine.
gotta snag it, man. Everybody gets a net on the way in.
and a club,
Yeah.
and it's basically who can hit over. Yeah,
No.
all right.
Anyway, we
Continue.
digress.
Yes.
So fake eyelashes. So they
Sure.
actually use the same thing as nail glue. So they have a tiny drop and a tiny bit of eyelash, and they glue it to your eye.
Oh, it's really...
So
we're
there's a
risking it.
lot of that. I used to get that done every
must happen.
fortnight.
Hmm.
So and then sometimes they get a bit of glue there,
Man,
and they're like,
chicks
"Hang
go
on a
through
second,
some
hang on, we'll
shit.
just cut that out."
Oh,
go to
cut it out.
Yeah.
It's my eyelid, man.
No,
Oh,
no,
you'll be
the
able to see
the
forever.
eyelashes, and you're trying to But it is actually I've had glue in my eye.
Don't you reckon that chicks
Fuck
go
that.
through some serious pain, especially for going to a B&S ball when she could pretty much rock up in
Hey.
moccasins and
No, you've got to
you're
get
going
your
to score
good.
that night. You
put
are
your going out
to
boots
score.
on.
Everyone's getting laid. Everyone.
Well,
Now,
except for the rodeo clowns.
no, I actually want to hear. I want to hear more about these B&S balls. Can we do a segment on that?
Gee, yeah, sure. We'll get some guests in.
So how often does it happen?
How often?
Well, I found another story, and I wasn't sure which one was which because they sounded so much the same. Catherine Gaydos accidentally glued. Yes, that's a name. Accidentally glued her eyes shut.
Yes, you did.
A woman accidentally glued her eyes shut after super glue was mistaken for her eye drops.
Yes, we did that.
I know, but it's a different person
Really?
in a different country.
Oh my God!
A single
Same
mum of two.
brand?
Do you know what this comes down to? Survival of the fittest.
I
Yeah.
fucking agree.
yeah.
Yeah, but it ends up
I
being
think-
survival of the shittest.
We've mollycoddled these people for too long. If this was, the primal
Yeah.
whatever era,
Here, this is the final
Pezio,
solution, by the way.
whatever.
Yeah.
But they would die.
Yeah.
They would glue their eyes shut. They couldn't hunt. They couldn't provide for themselves. They would starve.
Yep, they'll end up starving to death.
Or the saber-toothed tiger will eat them.
Yep,
man.
saber-tooth
So let's go
tigers
back to that
always
era,
get
I
done
think.
by glue in the eyes.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
Yeah. It's true.
What's this? It's glue. Strong stuff.
Strong stuff.
So, a single mum of two from Florida was outside when a man with a leaf blower blew debris into her eye.
That happens a lot.
She called for him to run inside and grab her eye drops from her handbag.
No.
Just go get my eye drops
You
from
do
my
not let
handbag.
While you're there,
strange-
stiff all my panties and rob me blind.
I
Blind? Blind, did you say? Yes.
I call falsies.
You're about to be.
I'm calling falsies
Okay,
on this
well, I've
story.
got the... all right. So that's good. Stick with that for a second.
No.
She called over and run. Bye. She actually... but he actually accidentally grabbed a tube of strong glue used for false nails. Here we go again.
Deliberately grabbed her.
Then he squeezed
rub her
strong
blind.
adhesive directly into her eyes.
So he did it.
Yeah.
Was
She was
Survival of
blind.
the- Survival of the shittest.
Now,
Look,
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Criminal Minds.
Hmm.
Was the assailant known to her? You want
With
to know,
leaf blower guy?
is he known to her? So if he's not known to her, he's robbing her.
He's
He's
definitely robbing
blinding her.
Or
He's robbing
is this
her.
what were they married at the time and now she's a single
It's a
mother?
husband, you reckon?
Is
It's
the
the
pool boy's
ex-husband.
is the pool boy's name Pablo?
Yes.
Right. Is he also the gardener, or is that a different guy?
He doubles up.
Enrique.
He doubles
do
up.
anything?
He does a lot. Playing gutters as well.
Okay.
Not during the winter though. Man, it's a
weird.
summertime job. You don't want to get up there during
Okay.
during the wet
I
season.
just there's a lot of holes in that story.
There is.
There is many.
So is she dead?
many-
Well, there's a.
I mean,
She's
blind?
still single.
Well, okay. So do you want to see the actual clip of her?
Are we going to?
Are we doing it?
Well, we can. This is her right here.
Can the viewers hear it
viewers
and
hear
then
this?
see it on the feed?
Imagine this. Someone poured glue into her eye, and now her eye is glued shut. This is Katie Gatos. And Katie, you say that someone was throwing some debris around with a leaf blower last week?
Yes, and something blew into my eye. Screamed for someone else to get eye drops out of my purse, and they brought super glue and poured it in my eye.
So glue went right into your eye and immediately glued, sealed your eye
As
shut?
soon as I felt it burn, I closed my eye and screamed, called 911.
And have you been treated for it?
Yes.
And did the hospital, did the doctors, what did they say about your eye?
The doctor was concerned about maybe talking about surgery for losing my eye, and I went to see him today, but he turned me away because I didn't have payment.
So you can't get any more treatment at this moment?
Not until he receives payment.
So you don't know where to turn at this point. And your eye is actually glued shut. Can you show us one more time what you're talking about?
Can you open it?
Oh God.
Oh, that looks really painful.
Oh my gosh, that looks
my
so painful.
God.
I can see the pain. So you don't know where to turn at this point. Have you thought about going back to the emergency room?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to do
Probably
it?
the hospital tonight.
Yeah, I think you need some treatment.
I think
Yeah,
you need to
your
see someone.
face. Your
I
face.
think you need to,
my
I think you need
God.
treatment. Thank you. I
Oh.
cannot get treatment.
Wow.
So,
Thank you,
apology accepted.
So her name was Katie Gatos.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that your new name?
I-
for the show? Katie Gatos.
Katie Gatos, it is. Yeah.
And so-
I'm going to troll that woman later when I get home
Yeah.
in the privacy
No,
of
but,
my
but
own.
if you're gonna
definitely.
type Gatos into your internet search, you might get someone else.
be careful with that.
Be careful
Yeah.
with that.
So maybe this is a new segment that we can go to. Poisonings. What have you been putting in the food? You
Yeah,
stupid
because
bat-
because
What have you been putting in your
I've got
eye?
I've got pages and pages of poisonings,
okay.
poison
I'd
things.
like if anyone's listening to maybe call in, Twitter me, something like that.
Twitter actually.
Twitter,
Twitter
throw
or
it,
face-
throw a Twitter or a Facebook at me.
Yeah.
What have you put into your eye?
You stupid bitch. What did you put into your eye, you stupid bitch?
yeah.
You
No,
should
I-
just blindly say that to people
I'm,
before they hear that it's
yeah,
a
I'm-
segment.
Blindly.
I'll do a bit of a Facebook stalk by the end of this. But
I
yeah,
love it.
I'm gonna what have you put into your eye?
You're not going to
You
stalk me on
stupid.
Facebook again, are you?
Well,
Oh, and that's
only
another.
got 3 friends.
Can I just
yeah.
say, don't put that into a web page
What?
search.
What have you put
What have you been
into
putting
your
in
eye?
your eye?
Okay. Yeah.
Because it comes up with porno.
Okay. Like it always does. Generally.
I think it's your search engine, perhaps.
Yeah, my history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, before
Nice.
we before we started that last segment, we didn't do our rock paper
my
scissors challenge.
God.
So
We're
when
going off the fucking rails.
yeah, it has.
Start
it has.
again.
I have had a lot of blowback. Is that the right
What?
word?
What? Is
blow, what's it called when you get,
Put
like,
that into
not
a web-
feedback.
Feedback. It's
It's blow.
You're getting grief. You're copping
Okay,
trolls.
okay,
You're
cut
copping
this-
trolls.
Cut this bit out. So I have had people who I didn't realise listened to the podcast.
Yeah, they only listen to it when you're on it. But anyway,
like
go ahead.
one of the surgeons at work who I
Okay.
casually mentioned a few weeks
Jesus.
ago. I do this podcast with my friends.
Podcast?
He
What's
came
that?
up
What's a
to me.
podcast?
Well, he's got a 17-year-old son, so he's all over the podcast.
Okay.
He said to me, "Hey, Kate, do you want to rock off to Who Gets Coffees?" And I was like, "Hang on a second.
Wait a second.
Have you been listening to my podcast?" And he's like, "Gah." Thought he was like,
Damn you.
he was going to try to use it for free lunches.
like this guy.
He's
He's the
stalking-
greatest.
Is he stalking you or?
Well, no,
Well, I
because
work with you all day, then all night I'm listening to your podcast. It's a bit creepy.
Who's this guy? I like
Shout
him.
out to the
Yeah, shout
surgeon.
out.
Oh, thanks for listening.
Yeah,
and now
yeah,
we're
thanks for-
picking on him.
That was me. I
Okay,
don't know
cut
the
this
guy.
bit out.
We
too.
love our
Sorry,
listeners.
Tom.
Is his name?
Don't Google him. He's a great surgeon.
So now we're going to. I'm totally going to do that.
Yeah.
So,
Surgeon Tom.
So-
Looks like there's 487 million of them in the world.
Tom.
Thanks for listening, Tom.
Yeah, this has really ruined my life now.
Paper, scissors, rocks.
Yeah,
Because we all know.
because everyone knows my kryptonite in life.
All right, so we've
Yeah.
we've come up with a little solution for that. Our little bowl, which has a couple of
Can
Bottle
popular,
caps?
popular brand.
Yeah, you
Flippy
get
sticks,
him just
beer,
off to the camera here.
Over to the camera.
Yep.
So
Do a
let's give it
close-up.
shot. Oh yeah.
I close up
Get that?
of no, I mean of what they are.
Okay, so we're pretty confident with our rock, paper, and
I know what I'm
and
gonna
our
choose.
scissors, right? I don't know what I'm going to choose. I choose seconds before I choose it.
You freestyle it. You
Um,
freestyle?
I freestyle. I freeball it.
Oh.
But Katie, you have issues with choice. Panic choice. So to solve that, we have these little lids from a beer cap,
Beer
sort of
tops,
Flippy
beer
stick
lids,
spread.
Yep.
And underneath the cap, instead of a question, it's got a paper, scissors, or rock hand
Right.
gesture.
Mm.
So you get to choose from the bowl because we know that you're going to choose rock, and it will
Okay.
take the fun out of it. So do you want to have that in front of you?
It's like a key
Okay.
party, but a bit different.
Yeah, no keys
No case.
and not a party.
Plenty of rocks.
All right.
So we're going to go.
Okay,
So you grab one,
grab one.
select one now. You don't choose
Yeah.
it. You just randomly check it.
I'm just getting that tightness of.
You're already getting it.
But we're taking the whole decision.
I think
But
I've got a
it's
brown
so.
paper bag around
But
here
it's so
somewhere.
final. Like, what if?
What
Get
if
it.
you want to choose your mind, but we know you're not going to?
Alright.
You are
What if
going
you
to
get
choose.
What if you
Right.
choose a rock? Then it's what you want.
Okay.
And don't look disappointed when you. Do you want to hold off on looking at it? Because I'll probably be able
Do you
to
want
tell.
to look at it?
I don't want to look
No,
at
no,
it.
we don't want to look at it because
Oh.
then we'll
Paper,
know.
scissors,
Oh.
rock, dude.
Hold it. Did you see it? Grab it again. Oh, my God. She's
I
froze.
dropped-
Sorry, Krusty, I froze. Okay.
I
She's
dropped-
getting it.
You're not doing. You are not on the championship team for paper scissors rock. Okay,
Okay.
grab a cap. Hold
I've
on
got
to it.
Oh, she's
Right,
going to
I've
be
got one.
sick. She's actually turning grey.
Okay. Okay. I'm good.
So we're going
We're gonna
Okay.
go one,
two,
two.
present them.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Ready?
yeah. All right.
One, two,
scissors.
paper.
Oh my god! I got rock.
Ah, you got a rock.
I seriously got
Give us
rock.
a look.
I
she got
actually got
fucking
rock.
rock.
We should be gone. So,
the-
I beat you. So
And
no,
I
it's
beat
an all
you.
around. It's the paradox.
I think
is the
you're
paradox.
We
missing.
hit the paradox.
Yeah, you could like.
There's no winners, no losers.
I said scissors. I bet your paper, but paper beats rock. But
You're
rock
missing
beats
the
my
point. Even when I have a situation
Yeah.
like this, I still pick rock.
Go and pick just for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Just go and choose another one just now while I'm watching.
See
you.
what happens. Selecting right now.
I got scissors.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it is random.
Alright,
It's
it is
alright,
random.
alright,
It is
far
random.
out.
Did you feel weird saying scissors then? You look straight.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right. So through the week, I
So it's a paradox. So how's the show going?
Paradoxical.
Lee.
Is that we're making words
Yep.
up as we go? Is that a word?
That sounds like a cross between a pterodactyl and a popsicle.
Okay. So
That's-
Oh my
I-
god! I
this is-
want a
I
paradoxical.
just went. I really want a
paradoxical.
popsicle now. Not that we
Alright.
call it that.
I'll get you one
That's
Okay.
trademark escape pods, by the way.
for
The
ice
ice cream.
cream.
Yeah,
the
nice
escape
dog.
pod icy pole.
Yes.
Stick it in your mouth. All right, so through the week, a good friend of ours from Tasmania, a long time caller, short time listener, first time listener, first time caller. No, our we're just gonna call him
Bill.
Billy boy,
Billy Bob.
I'm
Billy
gonna
Bob.
gotta give
Billy,
Billy
Billy Boy Bob Bird.
BK.
Yep.
BK. He's from Tasmania, and he recently posted a thing onto a group face thing that
So
the internet
technical
uses.
tonight.
What's that thing called?
Yes, sir.
And it sparked a
Segment.
Yeah.
Maybe work on the delivery of
So
that.
Tasmania has a ridiculous amount of places.
Mhm.
I want to say, each with a name as hilarious as the next. I'm gonna just read a few. There's it is ridiculous. It's almost like every single solitary place in Tasmania has a stupid name. I'm gonna start with one that's close to my heart.
Yes.
Ranger.
Okay.
I did see that on the map that Billy Bob Thornton put on
Ranger. Put some
his
thought into it.
Facebook. Yeah, and I thought, I wonder whether that's one that Tim's going to pick.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
The other one that's close to my heart is a place called Prickly Bottom.
Or further away from your heart.
That's getting a workout
You
tonight.
It is,
love
isn't it?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Wait, why is your bottom prickly?
what about the place called Nutbush Creek?
Do they
it's on
only
the,
do the Nutbush there?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Nutbush City
It's
limits.
like the worst fucking wedding you've ever been to.
It is there. It's a wedding spot.
Etiquette. Don't do the nut bush.
I had a rule: no conformist dancing at my.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What, so you got your bus stops?
I hate.
You
The
got your
only one
Macarenas?
I love Thriller. Thriller is allowed. Anything else?
But that's zombie style. That's freestyle zombie
no,
dancing.
it's still conformist.
Because everyone's doing the
But
Thriller.
it's
yeah.
awesome.
right.
Carry on.
What about a
me.
little place called Bottom Fancy?
Ooh, that
Wanna
sounds
go to Bottom
delightful.
Fancy? It's right down the road from Prickly Bottom.
I bet they have scone and tea there.
What about another place called Funny Knob Creek? Guy's Dirty Hole.
No.
Well, it's Guy's.
That's like a
Dirty
prickly
Hole.
bottom.
And then straight under that is just south of Guy's Dirty Hole is
Oh, well, that's the gooch.
is a little place called Bottom Hole, or next to that is Secret Hole.
Okay, this whole
What
segment
about the
has
no-no
had to
hole?
do
What
with
about
bottoms.
Stumpy's
and-
Bottom?
Everything.
What about Deep Bottom? You've got your Shallow Bottoms Point.
Okay, I want to just say though, Tasmania was discovered by a lot of convicts. I'm thinking.
Non-conformist dancing.
all right,
Naming,
let's
I
just-
mean.
let me just-
Well,
let
I'm
me
just
hit- let
wondering,
me
you know,
just
those
hit
lonely
you
nights
with
in a
them.
cell.
Let me just hit you with them. Humongous Hole, the Dungeon, Awesome Wells. Yeah, I don't know. About that one.
Wow, it's
Long Bottom, Broad Bottom, Officer's Bottom,
tell you what, I'm going to stop you there,
Stink
right?
Hole,
I'm going to stop you there just for a second, Tim. We're going to
Misery
go
Knob.
back and forth because
Okay.
I've got a list. And are you
Look,
ready?
I only have one bottom one because I'm a girl and I don't find it that funny.
Well, yeah, I think you might be in the wrong place.
Shall I go first then?
Yeah.
Burrum Buttock Public School provides an excellent, well-balanced education in an attractive rural setting. That's the only bottom one I've got.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I actually got a description of what was happening in the bottoms.
Should I do a few bottom ones?
Yep.
So mine are from you did the Australia ones, and I did international. These are mainly from England and Wales and Scotland. And just quickly looking at some of them, I've found a lot of bottom holes.
Wow.
So I've got your Wham Bottom Lane in Lancashire. I've got your Bully Hole Bottom in Monmouthshire, Wales. I've got Fudge Pack upon Hamber.
What's so funny about Fudge Pack?
Well, It's not funny when you've got it. Gravelly Bottom Road. I got Happy Bottom. I've got Whole Bottom.
Can I hit you with a little Lake Fanny? Or Pensioners Bush, perhaps?
These are all legit. I went onto YouTube after I printed this list and I went, nah, it's not real.
What if you got to live there?
It's not real, but
What
it
if
is.
you've got to be the mailman there?
Do you want a few other ones that aren't bottom?
Yep.
Well, you can't have any because they're all bottom ones. No, I've got some. I've got your Fanny Avenue, your Fanny Hand Lane. You've got your Gay Street. You got your Great Cock Up.
I went to Gay Street in New York. Is that where it says it is?
This is all UK stuff.
Okay. I didn't go there. I'll take that back.
You really must go.
Moving on.
Yep.
You've got your Great Cock Up and Little Cock Up. They're hills in the Lake District.
What about your Tunger's Point?
What about your Liquors Lane?
What about your Grinders Point?
What about your Little Bushy Lane?
What about your Arse's Ear?
What about your Minge Lane?
What about your Titty Gee Creek?
What about your Rams Bottom?
Have you got boobs flat?
What about your Pump Alley?
What about Dangerous Hole?
What about your Shitterton?
I can only imagine what the card rides were with 5 boys in the car.
I like that. I like that.
Is this just...
It's regards or greetings from Shitterton. You're not having a good time in Shitterton.
Fucking had the internet when we were growing up. Because you would have to go to a library and do your own research to figure this out.
Yeah,
you might have got 10. I've got 3 pages. Now let's go again. Another round. Round 3. You've got your Black Dykes.
You got Bust Miguel.
You got your Bogheads.
You got your Laughing Creek.
You got your Cum Loden Court.
Really?
Yes, sir.
You got your Mossy Nipple Blend.
You got the Blind Fiddler, the Bush, and the Knob.
Why don't you visit Pissport Creek?
Come down to Slack Bottom, Yorkshire.
Why don't you have a little sip of tea at Round Bottom?
And while you're there, check out Upper Dicker and Lower Dicker.
And Upper Dicker and Lower Dicker.
Yeah, but that's just around the corner from
No Hole.
Wetwang,
Oh,
East
God.
Yorkshire. I
What
like
about,
it down there.
What about Ooze Lake?
Yeah, don't go there.
Don't go to Ooze
during the
Lake?
summer. Balls Cross.
I put mine away.
And I've got oh my God, there's just pages and pages and pages and pages of it.
There is so much. There must be. I just find it amazing that there's so many concentrated in Tasmania. Like that is the entire way around. If you look at that map, should we post the map up on the old?
No, I think you should, Tim.
Okay, cool. We will. All right. Well, that's. Have you got any names you'd like to add to that? Little...
Well, I just wanted to say that Cockburn in WA is having a Teddy Bears picnic.
Oh yeah.
If you want to go to Cockburn,
You really must go.
Teddy Bears picnic. It's on the 26th of October.
So for those that want a little bit of Cockburn, head down
With their
for
teddies.
teddy bear action.
Yeah, Teddy Bears.
You will get cockburn if you do that with your teddy.
If you're into fairies,
Yeah.
you'll get Cockburn there.
What about
No.
What about
No. No.
no?
No.
I'm getting out of that one.
Yeah.
Oh, my bottom's prickly. Did I mention that earlier?
You did.
Yeah, okay.
That was right off the
Right
top.
at the top? Yeah.
All right,
Unrelated.
right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Have you got another?
I've got a couple of things I didn't get covered last week. In my amusement park.
Yes, you
accidents.
did promise the listeners that you would mention something about the amusement park rides.
I did a little of the old research.
Where'd you find the research, Tim?
On a little thing called the internet,
Right.
and it's throwback to the broadcast that we did,
Mm-hmm.
where the section of troll or dickhole was introduced. Are you familiar with this?
I did listen in. Yes.
Okay, so I found that as I was reading the amusement park accidents, I read the comments as well, and the funny comments attached to the thing I attached to this thing I call paper, and Tell me if you think the person commenting is a troll or just a dickhole.
But are they just? Is that the same thing? Let's distinguish between what a troll is and a dickhole.
I think you did on your podcast.
Yeah,
weren't
well,
you
A
there?
troll, a troll
think I
is.
was
I
there.
think a troll is a dickhole, but
yes,
they sometimes come up with funny stuff.
a troll. You're right.
So are you a troll trying to come up with funny
I
stuff?
think
or
a
are
troll
you
is in the
just
eye of the
a
beholder.
dickhole?
Yeah.
I
What's that,
think
Katie?
the troll is in the eye of the beholder, really.
Definitely.
Because if you do something shit, you deserve to get trolled. But if you didn't, and you're just trolling some cute puppy playing with a duckling, then you're a dickhole.
Okay.
I think that's
Point
the
taken.
definition.
I think
Do
that's how it
you
works.
deserve to get trolled
Correct.
for having this segment
I'm
on
going
your
to say
podcast?
Hey guys,
yes.
this sort of scene can be a bit embarrassing, so just try and be as relaxed as possible.
And so in August 26th, 2016. So we're
Recent?
close, but closies. This video captures the moment when a group of bystanders at the Bartow County Fair in Cartersville, Georgia, rushed to hold up a roller coaster train after the track under it suddenly collapsed. The group of
so
bystanders.
they're doing a He-Man-ish.
So the group of bystanders successfully rescued 7 children on the ride when it malfunctioned. According to Glenn Allen, spokesman for Georgia State's Office of Insurance Fire Safety Commissioner. So I looked at the video, and there's somebody filming the tragedy.
Prick?
But
Or
like
is
it's
he the
not,
dickhole
there's
for not helping?
there's limited shaking to the camera. It's almost as if they're going, no,
This is my chance.
get me. Where's my phone? Oh, it's in my pocket. Yeah, here it is. Pull it out.
In the background, we got.
Somebody help us! Yeah. So the carriage has gone over. Sorry again. The carriage has gone over.
Stop
and-
kicking Katie's
Sorry.
wire, Tim.
Sorry. And nobody's the person that's filming it is not helping in any way, shape, or form. So the comments underneath were from a gentleman called Jez Nuts. maybe we'd be able to see more of what happened if the idiot recording knew how to record video in landscape mode instead of portrait mode.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
So is he a troll or is he a dickhole?
He's a dickhole.
We just wanted to see the video of the children
Like,
getting crushed to death.
Yeah.
Landscape, please.
No.
Well,
In the
he's a
heat of the
dickhole.
moment, capture it like those UFO things. I mean, we could have proved that if people would have been better.
At filming
Oh,
At
shit.
filming shit.
I know,
So
dude.
he's
Like, so that
speaking the
guy-
truth.
No,
Let's
he's
say
a
realsies.
dickhole.
I kind of think the
Is
guy
dickhole?
filming is a dickhole. Like
He's
it's
a
that
bit- he's a bit of a troll.
Seinfeld episode where they go thrown in jail because it's the bystander laws. Like,
Yeah,
not-
actually,
they
I
see
think you're
someone
onto
getting
something.
mugged, and then they stand back and film it
I think
instead of
it's-
helping the dude.
I think it's a
Good
50.
Samaritan law.
50-50.
Whew, that was a tough get. That was a deep cut.
And then we've also got Jesse Yout also comments on the same thing. I totally get your point. If you're going to record it, actually get the footage. Don't half-ass it. If you're gonna record the landscape, just record. Just start going recording and go lend a hand. So she's saying, I get what you're saying about the thing, but get a good footage or
Set it up on your
Put-
tripod
yeah,
and
look.
then go and help, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a tripod.
Yeah.
Get a good shot. But if you
Please,
can't,
help! Just a minute. I'm just gonna get my old tripod out of
I'll
the
just
old.
put it onto landscape. Wait, how do you put it on the landscape? Let me just go onto YouTube and find out in the landscape. Apple,
I imagine
iPhone,
like an
landscape
old,
mode.
an old Georgian couple, like George. No, you've
Yeah.
got to turn
Yeah.
it up
Yeah.
the other way.
Yeah, that's
No.
right. That's right.
Didn't
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
Lucy show you this when
Yeah.
she came
Wait,
over last
Hold
weekend?
the camera still, lovey.
You do a bit
I
of
can't with my Alzheimer's.
Now I saw this one because
Was it
this one I
MS?
felt was a bit
Oh,
topical. It was a bit
Yeah.
topical from your last episode.
Oh,
5 hurt when octopus carnival ride malfunctions.
Mike Wilson.
Holy shit.
Mike
Yep.
Wilson, big shout out. July 31st, 2016. It was this year.
Okay, no, it wasn't
Okay.
Mike.
5 people suffered injuries when an octopus a carnival ride malfunctioned at the Cass County Fair in Atlantic, Iowa on July 25. Atlantic Police Chief Steve Green said it said a pivot pin on the machine sheared in
I
half.
thought you were going to say shut itself.
Shut itself in half at
Right.
7:30 p.m. At around 7:30 p.m. That's you know, does that really matter?
No, not really.
Quote: "It was pretty obvious the center pivot point on the right had sheared off. It failed in some way or another.
Now he's a mechanic.
I thought it was a
It dropped
carny.
three of the cars.
Engineer.
Dropped three of the cars on the octopus into the ground and drug them along the ground.
Yeah.
Dragged
We'll
him?
call that a typo.
Hmm.
Eventually came down hard enough so that some of the occupants were injured. Okay? That's the story.
Good times.
Octopus,
It's
same as your
essentially
cuzzy
what-
bro?
Well, no. Small
Aussie?
town friend. Yeah.
Not so.
Wangaratta.
Yep.
1994
Circa.
or
Yep.
something.
He's going to do some research.
Shout out to
about that,
1994.
Oh, really?
94.
I don't think,
Nick-
I don't know when it was. Yeah.
Nick B. Sales commented.
That's not a real name.
This is a pretty
Is that
rare.
his rapping name?
B sales.
So this is what Nick B. Sales has to say about the tragedy. This is a pretty rare old school version of the modern monster octopus rides. They have faster, more intense spinning than the old ones. It's a shame this carnival didn't realise they had such a great rare classic on their hands.
What?
Well, he was shouting out the organisers. You guys should have known you had a really good ride on your hands.
Oh my God.
Thanks
so
for that.
He doesn't really care about the kids.
So is he a troll or is he just
He's
a
a
dickhole?
dickhole.
He's a dickhole.
Because he doesn't realise that that's not where the story. That's not where the comment bar is for. Like when you've watched someone hurt themselves, you're going, "Oh, that's tragic," or "Those kids deserved it," or something along those lines. Not oh geez, the calico stickers on that
you
wire.
know you got a really good model of octopus on
I
your
could
hands
probably put that on eBay and get it. Turn
Yeah,
it.
that's worth a bit. That's worth a bit.
How much would you pay for it?
Oh, well, whatever it's worth.
And there's our next segment. What dodgy amusement park ride can you find on eBay?
If any, not many.
Yeah.
Cable
good,
detaches
like it.
on Six Flags Goliath coaster. Haven't
Six
we? We've got
Flags
Six
keeps
Flags
coming
keeps
up.
coming up.
Is
Keeps
that the
Hot tip.
brand?
It's
Flags
it might
is
be
a-
it might be a chain of. I don't think
I'm not-
maybe it's not just one. It's just it's a series of badly run ones.
Barely won once.
Yeah.
Badly won
Badly
ones.
run
So it comes
ones.
up a lot.
One, right?
Okay, July 13, 2016. Current again. A critical cable on the Goliath roller coaster at Six Flags, New England,
Oh, Six
snapped
Flags is the town.
while people were waiting to ride the attraction on Monday. No one was on the coaster at the time, according to the park officials who characterised the incident as a minor malfunction. Troll or dickhole? Right. Lynn Siemens, actual name.
He's a dick hole.
Lynn.
See what I did? Semen.
Lynn.
Tick hole.
Lynn.
Tick
Lynn.
hole.
She says, shit happens.
Dick hole.
Right?
I thought.
Troll or dickhole?
She's cool. I like her.
Shit happens.
Shit happens.
What else you got? This is a couple pages in. So at some point that was
This
like the top of the page.
No.
Shit happens.
Wow.
I like it. I
Go
like
to
the
America.
cut of it, Jib.
Good fairs. State fairs are awesome. The
Roller coasters
people are
everywhere.
warm and friendly.
Unless you're black, and that's racist on my behalf.
It is,
I'm
actually.
really stereotyping Americans here. and I'm
I've
taking
got a
it back. I'm
racist
taking it
comment
back.
actually that I read in the news just quickly. There's been some issues with the Burning Man Festival in Nevada.
Sure.
The organizer, the founder, because there's some racist, elitist comments going around, the organizer said, well, it's not my fault that white people are camping more than black people.
Oh,
Burning
dickhole.
Man.
I'm gonna say
you really
dickhole.
must go.
Dickhole.
Yeah.
Great.
not so
That's
great.
my current affairs issue that I was reading.
Oh, we're gonna transition. Are we?
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to transition because you know what? We're transitioning to the end.
Oh,
because
is it time again?
It's
I've got just a quick. Got a
Yeah.
couple of seconds just for my final thought. But
Oh yeah,
tonight's-
give us a final
but
thought.
Tonight's final
Yeah.
thought is going to be a What do we call this segment? We're going to hyperpatheticals?
Hyperpathetical?
Yes.
I like it.
That was Tim. So you like that?
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. That gave me a good laugh when you sent that
Did it?
through.
It
did.
giggled
It
your funny
did.
bone.
It did.
Tickled your prickly
Okay,
bottom.
just a quick couple ones. Would you rather be bald or have a huge mullet for the rest of your
Mullet.
life? That was quick. That was very quick.
I'd probably go the mullet too.
You could hide a mullet,
I pretend to like heavy metal.
but you could wear wigs.
You could.
Nah, mullet. Have you ever bought a wig? They're itchy.
I've
No,
never,
I've
had
never
to.
worn a wig.
I've always had
I've worn a,
flowing blonde locks. So.
I've worn my what do you call it? My
Wife?
merkin.
Oh,
Oh,
Had a merkin on.
oh,
It's
okay.
incredibly cheap.
look that up if you don't know what a merkin is. That's. Would you rather get uglier? I already know the answer to this. Would you rather get uglier or dumber?
Dumber.
Dumber.
Oh,
Dumber. Definitely. Because I'm getting.
Dumber.
Yeah.
Because you got to
Yep.
already
Dumber.
be dumb to answer the
Pretty
question.
Dumber.
down. Those 20 brain cells that we were talking about earlier in the quiz. Would a fly without wings be called a walk?
Dad joke.
No,
Fuck
but
that. Fuck this segment.
That's a shout out. That's a shout out back to a mate of mine came to school one day and said, "I just heard kids say the tarnished things."
Don't.
I just walked past the front
Jesus.
yard of these two kids arguing with each other, and one of the little kids said to the other little kid, "You're about as useful as a dead fly with its wings off."
Oh.
And he thought that was a stroke of
good.
genius right there.
Might be the name of the show.
Dead
I
fly with its
reckon-
wings off.
Yeah.
I reckon that's what he's heard his dad saying to his
Yeah.
mum.
Definitely. He's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
come up
Yeah.
with
What's
that.
for dinner? Oh, meatloaf. Well, you're about as useless.
As a meatloaf.
Yeah.
on
What
a
did you used to
dinner
get for if you'd ask your folks, what's for dinner? Would your
Did
dad
you
ever
get a
say?
gag response?
No.
No?
What was it, Tim? I'll ask you.
I still use it.
what's for dinner?
Poo sandwiches.
Oh.
Every day the kids say to me, "What's for dinner?" I say poo sandwiches.
That's a shout out to
Sandwiches.
Big Bruiser out there
Yeah.
in the pod world.
Well, look, we've got the music coming up.
What is that? What is that?
Excellent.
That's
Wait.
the-
Wait. Can you smell something? It's the music.
Oh, okay. Is that what that was?
Is that all the burning gears of the podcast?
All right. So that button's going next
Yeah,
segment.
no
That's-
fart
no
We're
jokes.
gonna,
jokes.
no more fart
I
jokes.
think we might have gone in last time as well.
All right.
I think it was a bit.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coffee
Well, there's
colonic.
music. There's music's coming
Good,
up. So,
go, yes,
yeah,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah.
go,
So-
go,
So
go,
you are Jezbot.
Yes, I am Jezbot. You're Timmy Sagno.
And I forgot.
You're a
I'm
no?
Katie, and I'll have a
K2D2.
new name
K2D2.
each week. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's K2D2.
You sure it's
This
not Kate?
week. KC
Gay
pre P.
Kate, three
Gate
piece.
Anyway, it was lovely to be here again.
Ah, can't wait to
Thanks,
have you
guys.
back. Crowd favourite.
Less fart jokes next time. eh?
Sure, no worries.
Yeah.
The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pod sounds really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should look out. Goodbye.